Happy Monday to everyone. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you're listening. Hello to our friends over in South Africa. Thank you so much for checking in. That is, if they've checked in yet. I don't know. I guess they have. Either way, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. It is yours truly, your peanut butter brother. I was about to say your godfather. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, South Africa, Johannesburg, as a matter of fact, to be exact. All of our friends in Wooddale, Minneapolis, Monroe, Louisiana, LA, Phoenix, New York, New York. So nice they had to name it twice. Bloomingdale, Illinois. Yeah. Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Homer Glen, Illinois. Ashburn, Virginia. Johannesburg in South Africa, once again. Salt Lake City, Utah. And of course, in Dallas, Texas. Thank you all. I'll be mentioning everybody else later on, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, as we kick it off with Isley, Jasper, Isley, giving you back the love that you gave to me on Bedtime Stories. Barbara Jean. Mm-mm. Theo Huff. How was the pancakes? Fantastic. Ate a can of soup and took a vitamin C tablet. I took three, three vitamin C tablets, and the pancakes were fantastic. Yeah, but I actually wasn't about pancakes. It was just a thing that they do every year in Gary. They had to give it a name, so yeah. It had nothing to do with pancakes at all. People running for office in Gary, Indiana. So yeah. So they had to call it something. So they called it a pancake breakfast. But actually people were, running for office, trying to get votes. So so yeah, the pancakes were yeah, they were okay. Exactly. Politics and pancakes. They go together. Yeah. Wasn't about any pancakes. It's just about people running for office in Gary, Indiana. There's something about Gary women, and I'll talk to you about that later. It's like, excuse me, sweetie, this is Gary, Indiana. This ain't Chicago. You know, I understand you're proud to be from Gary, but there are only a few people that made it out of Gary. I'm just saying. And I know of all the three women who made it out of Gary, and they're all named Jackson. Oh, one of them name is Williams. That's Denise Williams. So don't get too high on your little horsey. but I thought it was cute. She looked at me like, "What is this?" It's called a business card. You know, take it any way you want. But don't look down at me because I'm from Chicago, or whatever reason she was looking down at me. Oh, because she was tall, so that was the only reason. But it's cool. That this is not my platform to, you know, front people off. So, yep. But politics and pancakes. I always pick that one with that. Anyway, it is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. That is Chris Jasper. And it started with a kiss right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Shouting out DJ Carl Dobbins and, of course, Barbara Jean. Thank you for being on my live. And to everybody in Gary on Saturday, all the nice people. We'll just put it that way. All the nice people in Gary. Marvin Lyles, Big Dave, my mechanic. Who else was out there? And, of course, the Biggs radio crew. And maybe one or two of the politicians who are running for office or have already gotten in office. Um, Here's a hint: you have to be nice to everybody, even those that are not in Gary, because you never know when we have to move. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. For those of you who don't know this name, his name is Reginald Sonny Burke. Of course, that name doesn't ring a bell with you unless you are a Smokey Robinson aficionado or you're just into music. He was the co-producer of the song Cruisin'. As a matter of fact, he produced several albums on Quincy Jones. Smokey Robinson. He died a few years ago, but his musical talent continues. He's from here in Chicago. His brother Kirkland Burke worked for different record companies as a record promoter, and he and his brother were real close. And I just want to pay tribute to his brother Reginald Sonny Burke, whose birthday would have been October 25th. These songs go out to you, not only Uncle Kirkland, but Uncle Sonny as well. Here's Smokey Robinson and Daylight and Darkness on Bedtime Stories. Boot, doot, 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 doot. And Barbara Jean, I'm drinking tea right now. It's called Lemon Zinger from Celestial, whatever the name of that company is called. Ah. But yeah, sweetheart, you have to be nice to everybody, not just your constituents. And Gary, I learned that from working for campaign for our past mayor. His name was, you probably don't know because you're not from Chicago, Mayor Harold Washington. So, yep, you got to be nice to everybody. Yeah, yeah. Don't ever think someone's trying to holler at you. You know, yeah. You know, people just what a daddy rich bio. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because see, you never know whose card you're taking. So I'm just saying, you know, it's like my career goes back to Gary. This is where I started at the Gary radio station WLTH. So, but it's cool, you know. If you ever get lost driving in Chicago, you you just be lost. Where am I? Who can I call? Oh, this guy gave me his card once. Let me see what he's about. Yeah. Kind of got on your skin, huh? Yeah, it did. I'm like, who does she think she is? This you and Gary, boo boo. I was friends with the Dalton mayor, and I don't mean Tiffany, okay? I mean the real mayor, Mayor Rogers, okay? You know, I'm friends with judges and stuff. Almost cussed. I'm like, hold up. So you're not quite there yet. You're getting there. Remember, they had a mayor named Hatcher. Yeah, that's when I was in Gary. Mayor Hatcher, Rudy Clay. You know, my roots go deep in Gary. So you brushed off the wrong person. I would say her name and bust her out, but I ain't gonna do that. So, I guess because of the way I dressed, I look like bonus. I was told that I had to wear a Biggs Radio T-shirt, so I had to appear disheveled. Where was the boss when this went down? She hadn't even gotten there yet. Yeah. I'm sure she would have gotten on her. He's a legend in radio. You brushed off the wrong person, lady. Mm, You brushed off the wrong person, lady. You blowed it. Right. Well, it wasn't my party, so I was just, you know, I was just there. Tuning around from Smokey, the agony and the ecstasy, and daylight and darkness at the same time. Right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to everyone. Let's see. Once again, the nice people in Cary that I know, that I grew up with, the nice people who came and spoke to me and didn't throw my card on the ground when they left. Yeah, I'm not going to let that go, DJ Carl. I'm not going to let it go. I'm like, whoa. Mm-mm. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Coming up in our last hour, we do a little thing we call foreplay. 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. It's Freddie Jackson. Have you ever loved somebody? I'm sure you have. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. Boo, boo. Isaac Hayes. Hall and Notes, Sarah Smile, and One on One. Oh, you're trying to program the show again, my man. the, the badge has gone to your head. I ain't mad at you though. I ain't mad at you at all. I'll play one of them, okay? Pick the one you want to hear. Yeah, we don't do that. I mean, we cool and everything, but I'm I'm that guy. King of Dusties. Thank you very much. Tell him, DJ Carl. Yeah, you got to ride shotgun. Yeah. He said, I'm the police. I'm the king. Okay. I love you too, brother. I'm a ride with you to work. Ride in the back and hold the guns. Oh my goodness. Oh, you made me forget what I was about to play. Again. Yeah, usually I pre-program the show. This is not a call-in request show, as it were. Because 9 times out of 10, people already are requesting the songs that I already have lined up. Two of them you just mentioned, Hall and Oates, because I got to talk about them. So, yeah. This guy Lamar, I had to tell him off. I'm like, Lamar, you either you was driving the bus, brother, when I was DJing. You was listening to me in the morning on Dusty Radio 1390. I never listened to you. You know, I was DJing out one time. I never will forget this. I was DJing at one of the aldermen's picnics. Of course, I never got that gig again. We were outside, and this guy ran up to me. He said, "Man, I'm a DJ just like you." I said, "Oh, really? How many stations have you worked at?" He said, "Oh, I've never been on the radio." I said, "Well, there you go. You know, you're not a DJ like me then." You know, you got to be on the radio. You got to have worked with at least one or two of the legends in radio. I'm just saying, you know. He said, "I'm a DJ just like you." I said, "Really? For real? What stations did you work at?" And he just froze, like, "Oh, well, I ain't never worked on radio before." I said, "Oh, well, there you go. End of conversation." You know, I don't usually shoot people down like that. I just don't. But, you know, you have to correct people. You know, you have to correct them. You have to stop them right away. You know, for people who still call me DJ, it's like, nope. Like, Farley is the king of house. Sam Chapman is the godfather of stepping. Eric E.T. Taylor is the stepfather of stepping. So I address them as, you know, like they want to be addressed. So Farley wants to be the king. So therefore, even though I've known Farley since he was a young adult, sir, brother, you know, I've never called Sam Chapman Sam Chapman. It's always Uncle Sam. It's respect, you know. That's just me. Respect is not given, respect is earned. But sometimes you have to make a person respect you because they don't want to do it. You know, they see you and they're like, you know, like DJ Carl Dobbins and I, you know, Richard Peggy was Uncle Richard, or as he called him, Daddy Rich. You know, Jim Rags, he's Uncle Rags. You know, hey, Jim Rags. No, not me. I wasn't. I was born in an era where people, you didn't speak to them by their first name. You know, adults were spoken to, you know, that's Uncle so and so, and that's Uncle, and that carried through to my adulthood. You know, I'll be 65 years old, but I still call people uncle and aunt. You know, I give them their respect until they no longer deserve it. I can name a lot of names of people that don't deserve to be called even Mr. if they're a Mr. or not. You know, There's a photographer out there that does stepper sets. I said, when you go hire me to do one of your sets? He said, well, my people, are the ones that, pick who the DJs are going to be. I said, oh, okay. I said, all right. So he never hired me. And, you know, I could care less, but I'm going to mention it because I don't think it's fair, but I'm going to mention it. But he's a photographer for Channel 7, period. So, you call yourself a promoter, okay. Then promote other people. There are more DJs in Chicago than just two. I'm just saying. But if those are your favorites, then that's cool. But don't lie in my face and tell me that someone else picked these DJs to do your functions. I'm just saying. And Carl Dobbins knows exactly who I'm talking about. There's another guy that I worked for. I did a party for him once at the east of the Rhine. Not going to say his name, but he's good friends with Sam Chapman. He asked me to DJ. I said, okay, cool. Did the party. Floor stayed packed all night. All night. He stood in the back of the club and just with his arms folded. Carl Dobbins knows exactly who I'm talking about. I never worked for him again after that. He never hired me to do another set. At the end of the party, he handed me my money and that was it. He never said good job or anything. Does he get respect from me? I'll speak to him. Don't be that person ending up with nobody to love. That's right. Or no one to love you. Luther Vandross right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Sounds like what happened on the low end with me. I know, right? We're talking about giving and getting respect. There's an old saying that respect is not given, respect is earned. And there are people out there that have gotten my respect for what they do and who they are. Not just who they are, but when they do what they're supposed to do or say that they're going to do. In other words, when they're a person of their word, that means a lot to me. Your word is your bond, especially in these times and as a man. So anyway, tell your friends about Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind. And of course, these radio stations that you're listening to right now, WOSD Radio, also WRLN, WBOE, and later on this evening at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time in about 23 minutes, we'll be on Biggs Radio as well. So we're all over the place, all over the place. Once again, hello to DJ Carl Dobbins and to Isaac Hayes, also known as DJ Ike Blaze. Here's your request for Hall & Oates, even though I was going to play it anyway. I was just pulling your leg. This is One on One from Daryl Hall and John Oates. Oh, good God. Oh, it seems. Oh, Troy. Troy ain't been on for a while. I still owe Troy money, so therefore he refuses to listen to me. It's not going to get you your money any faster, though. I just don't have it. You caught me at a bad time where I was on a fixed income. Yep, a fixed income. I never thought I'd be saying that. I'm on a fixed income. The way things are going, I might have to go back to work, thanks to our president. On one. Yep, Troy and Lamar. Lamar sends me these crazy things on Messenger that I really don't read. If you send me something on Messenger and I look at it, it's like, that's not for me. I don't open it. This shows me that you're bored. Some of the stuff I send is crazy. I think it's amusing. So I'll be right back. Two in a row from Hall and Oates, Sarah Smile, right here on Bedtime Stories. Daryl Hall has been, I guess, quoted as saying that we are not blue-eyed soul artists just because we are Caucasian. He doesn't like the term. I was like, oh, excuse me, pardon me. Yeah, yeah. He doesn't like the either we're soul singers or we're not. Just because we are, of the Caucasian persuasion doesn't make us blue-eyed soul. Neither one of us have blue eyes. It's like, okay, all right, okay. Just like there's another group, and I can't remember. I think it was Steely Dan. They said, "Oh, they're the kings of yacht music." Yacht music. What? When did they start doing that? What they do is they try to put a name on music. Steely Dan wasn't a rock band. They weren't a yacht music band. They just played music. They were accepted in the black world because everybody loved Black Cow, right? So that was it. Here's the first of two in a row. He didn't play yacht music either. Here's Rocky Robbins, "Be Ever Wonderful," originally done by Earth, Wind, and Fire. This is "Be Ever Wonderful" on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Stay as you are. They're gonna make sure no one ODs to this stuff. Nasal spray. By the time I get it out of the bottle, the show will be over. Oh well. I'll just blow my nose. Maybe that'll help. Yeah. How's Uncle Gene doing? I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I might want to reach out to him because he normally comes to my birthday parties. I don't even know if he's in town or not, but we'll see. Kim Patterson, what's going on? You not listening to the boss lady? Ooh, that's my girl. Dinah Lynn Biggs. Thank you for being on my live. I appreciate you. Oh, you're listening to her on your phone. Okay. And then me on, you know. Yes, my birthday is coming up. Yes. My birthday party will be Saturday, December 20th, at a place yet to be named. So, oh, you're listening to me on your tablet. Oh, okay, cool. You can Bluetooth your tablet to your television. It comes out, in stereo. Mm. Are you absolutely? Are you invited? Of course you are. Putting you to bed, but not to sleep. Absolutely. Greer with bedtime stories. To my birthday party? Of course you are. You are so welcome to come to my birthday party. Piss some folks off. I like doing that, pissing folks off. Yeah, I'm not really trying to piss anybody off, but if they're in my path, you know, people are always making assumptions about me. So I just let them do it, I just let them, you know. Well, I thought you were married. Well, I thought you were a woman. No, you were, a he, she, but that's cool. I understand. People worry about your marital status. It's like, back in the day, it didn't matter. Whether you were married or single. If somebody wanted you, they were going to get you regardless. I know some people that stayed together. They never got divorced. And they went on about their separate ways. They just never got a legal divorce. They lived their lives and that was it. But of course, when the person died, You know who got the money? Whomever they were married to at the time got the money. So I will shoot the details to you as soon as I um, hear back from the event place. Yeah. As soon as I hear back from them, I will shoot it to you. Because I want you to do a flyer for me because I see you do excellent flyers. My nephew used to do my flyers back in the day, but now he wants to charge me to do it. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to pay you. I didn't pay you back then. Why am I going to pay you now? You know, oh, Unc, I got this idea for an app for you. Really? Okay, do it. Well, it's going to cost you. Going to cost me? Really? Okay. Well, I see you. It's going to cost me. Okay. I'm your uncle. How much are you charging your father for his? I'm just saying. I deserve that same respect. General from Rocky Robbins. If I ever lose you, what would I do? Probably what I'm doing now, laying in the bed in the fetal position. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Hello to Kimberly Patterson from Biggs Radio, Chicago. I would like her to do my flyer for my upcoming birthday party, which will be December 20th at a place that is, well, we don't know yet exactly where. So I got enough time to let everybody know where my party's going to be. So I'll even invite that young lady from Gary. Not that she would show up. Because at this point, she's probably embarrassed. She probably looked down at that business card and said, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know he was the, yeah, you didn't know. But it's cool. You know, back in the day, well, let me let this song tell my story. This is Oscar Brown Jr. Into a fuller power, throbbing across my family power, consumed by every waking hour. Ladies, man. Yeah. Birds that all itch, they pop into a fever pitch. I had girls no matter which, a lady man. Judy Frazier, good night, sis. Was warm, we had to cheer. This father time and forced his will until I wondered, am I still a ladies' man? At first I tried to hide my loss, pretending I was still the boss. Girls never come across a ladies' man. But they moved with too swift a step. I needed patience more than pep to keep alive my hasty breath. A ladies' man. Don't get me wrong, now I'm not dead. My shoulders on the damn good head. So joy has not loose. A ladies' man. But it can never be the same. The figures vanished from my game. For reminiscing. Can you blame ladies' man? I look back
on the right leg. What might my power have got instead had I not shot
so much in bed. A ladies' man.
What tricky trade might I have tried had I not laid preoccupied?
And husband, yes.
The women I made frequently, each in her heart held secretly that she was making me a
Ladies' man.
A woman that she her dress a trap in which she can possess a
Ladies' man.
She throws the bait, she shows the lure. There's no escaping, that's for sure. You're never really free when
You're a ladies' man.
each fellow follows his own star, but take no appetite too far. Sound advice in case you are a
Ladies'
You call all this our grace. Devote yourself to willing grace. And never mind what all this means.
ladies' man.
All youth must feel betrayed by age. Upgrading from a
On
lady.
the page. You can't hear me at this stage. A ladies' man.
Boy, enjoy your pride until your faithful date with time. When you can claim no longer.
I'm a ladies' man.
Hey, there's a beauty. You agree.
What a body. It has shit. Well, to it once for me. That is Maggie Brown's daddy, Oscar Brown Jr. It's called Ladies' Man, right here on Bedtime Stories. I love that song. Well, actually, it's just a poem. Oscar Brown Jr., Ladies' Man, tells everybody, where I am at this point in my life. Went from being the ladies' man to the family guy. Good night to Judy Frazier and husband. Thank you so much, Glenn and Judy, for listening to Bedtime Stories here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago, taking you from the latest, from the 8-track to the latest app, that is. Also WRLN and WBOE, the best of everything. Have you ever wanted to be in the business? You played a tape for somebody and they said, oh, that's good. What you gonna do with it? Oh, I don't know. Well, now you can find out what you're gonna do with it on November 15th. Listen up.
Presents their Rockford, Illinois Music Seminar and Showcase featuring independent artists like you. That's right. Come on down November 15th at 3 p.m. to 730 North Church Street in Rockford, Illinois. $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Industry legends will be in the building. Panelists, performers, singers, songwriters, producers. Don't forget radio station owners, program directors, and personalities. Come on out, learn about the industry, learn about how you can get paid as we play your music. Music provided by Dr. Al Greer, hosted by Miss Smith. It's all going down as Biggs Radio Chicago presents a Rockford, Illinois music seminar, sponsored in part by Dale Granick Productions of Rockford, Illinois.
To perform in the showcase, call 773-462-4447. 773-462-4447. Send your MP3, photo, and contact information to bigsradio@gmail.com.
And we'll see you in Rockford on November 15th. Yeah, that's coming up real quick. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Once again, this is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep. with the greatest love songs of all time. Here's our segment that we call Who Did It Best? Well, back in 1979, this gentleman, who was a jazz guitarist, uh, put you in the mind of a George Benson because he sounds a little bit like George on this song, originally done by the Elements, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Here's Love's Holiday from Wilbert Longmire on Bedtime Stories. On this way. They said Earth, Wind, and Fire definitely did it better. You ain't heard the rest of the song yet. But we know that. But listen to the rest of the song. He tried, he did a good job, but nobody beats Reese. She said, "Oh, Earth, Wind, and Fire did it better." Like, dang, give the brother a chance. I don't think he made any more vocal songs after that. So it's a no for me. Okay. She said, "It's a no for me. He ain't nothing. Nobody. It's the fake Earth, Wind, and Fire imitator." Still no. Okay. All right.
Mercy on the Mouse Cats, and you're listening to Bedtime Story.
You still look young and healthy. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know, I put the ice packs on my eyes after I've cried all night, you know, so. But thank you. I appreciate that. Some days I don't feel like I don't look like I feel or feel like I look. So, yeah. But thank you. You look young and healthy. Thank you to the makers of Beijing. Yeah. People ask you, one of my bosses asked me once, he said, "Do you color your hair?" I said, "No. The guy at the shop colors it." Still going through that menopausal thing. Yeah, premenopausal. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Yeah, it's it's quite a thing for ladies, and it's nothing to downplay. Nothing to downplay. You know, women always talk about childbirth and other things. It's like I understand. I may not know exactly how you feel, but that you do feel, and I get it. You don't know what us women go through. I said, no, I don't. I've never been a woman, so I don't understand. You're absolutely right. Well, I know I say this all the time. It's like, oh, that's such a beautiful song. It is. It truly is. Love's Holiday from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Before that, Wilbert Longmire and his version of Love's Holiday. According to Kim Patterson, who did it best, hands down, Chicago's own Earth, Wind, and Fire. I understand. sometimes you can't remake a song. You know, people, there's only one person who can remake a song and make it his own. And that, of course, is Luther. I've never heard Prince do but two songs that he remade. This was not one of them. From the album 1999 for Kim Patterson, Prince, an international lover on Bedtime Stories. Mm-mm. You turn this down before they cut me off. You've been cut off. Should know. Yeah, that's right, baby. Real bad. To apply more. Don't forget your invite for the party. Okay. I won't forget. Because if I forget, I'll never live it down. I will never live it down. Would you say strawberries for everyone? Not everybody, though. Mm-mm. Dedicated to his then wife. Prince and Bet You by Golly Wow from the album Emancipation, right here on Bedtime Stories. It was named Emancipation because he got his freedom from Warner Brothers Records. Yeah, so he named it Emancipation. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Speaking of Prince, from the same album, he redid another tune, which was written by Tom Bell and Linda Creed. Of course, that one was originally recorded by Connie Stevens before the Stylistics got a hold of it and made it black. Here's another song originally done by the Delphonics. Woo. DJ Carl Dobbins, hit me up tomorrow. Forever. Probably one of the most beautiful songs ever written by Tom Bell and Linda Creed. Bet You by Golly Wow, originally done by Connie Stevens. I said Connie Francis, didn't I? No, I didn't. I said Connie Stevens. She did the original one. And of course, it was called something totally different, Genie in Disguise or something like that. But then once the stylistics got a hold of it, it took on a whole new meaning. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, shouting out Kevin Brooks, who got his due date today. Took pictures and put it on Facebook. I'm like, brother, I wish it was that easy for me. My son cut my hair. He's like, Pops, what's that in the back of your head? I'm like, I don't know. I can't see back there. That's why you're cutting my hair and I'm not. Anyway, Stylistics, Bet You by Golly Wow, one of the most beautiful songs ever written. Once again by Tom Bell and Linda Creed. Tom, of course, put the music to Linda Creed's lyrics. But here's another great songwriting group, Ashford and Simpson. They wrote most of the big hits for Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell and others. But I heard this song earlier. I said, I'm going to play this tonight, but I'm going to play the longer version of it so you all can hear the instrumentation. And I'm going to try not to cry when I play this. This came out in 1967 when I was just a mere child. But it's one of the greatest love songs ever written. Ladies, when you hear it, just throw your hand in the air. From 1967, Tammy Terrell, Marvin Gaye, Your Precious Love, the remix on Bedtime Stories. Woo! 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 Yep. Tammy didn't get no credit for nothing, boy. Nope. Come on, see about me. Oh, to find a love like yours. Woo! Woo! Paul Reiser. Woo! I gotta blow my nose behind that one. Marvin said, "You love to ball, don't you?" It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Marvin was into something back then, I tell you. The I guess the rumor was that he and Tammy Terrell were getting it but they weren't. They were only getting it on record, you know. He was performing somewhere and she came up on stage and she performed the best that she could, and he basically held her, and that was the last time that they would perform together. But they just, had a brother and sister relationship. Marvin liked other women. So Kevin Brooks said, "I can't understand why her song 'Come On and See About Me' wasn't a big hit." None of her songs were big hits until they teamed her up with Marvin, and everything was, top 10, top 20. But her songs by herself, nope. And she had a soulful voice. As a matter of fact, she sounded way better than Skinny Ross. I'm just saying. But with the right promotion, she could have been a superstar. Is Marvin one more time? Come live with me, Angel. Tammy Terrell and Luther doing a duet. Yeah, buddy. But Marvin they say was, real laid back and everything else. And she was rumored to say, I'm gonna make that MF sing. He gonna sing. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make him sing. I'm like, how you gonna make him sing? Okay. So that's what we got in the studio. Her encouraging him to sing stronger because he was, you know, a pretty laid back singer. Even even the up tempo stuff. He rode the beat, except for the song "Stubborn Kind of Fella," which he almost came to blows with Norman Whitfield. Norman wanted him to, scream like he was in church or something. And you can tell on the record that Marvin is straining. That wasn't his thing. So everything after that was, he just rode the beat with the Funk Brothers. You know, like if you listen to one of my favorites by him in the '60s was "Pride and Joy." It's like the band is doing all the crazy work. Jamerson is playing the upright. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, I mean, yeah, they did it. Yeah, Marvin wanted to sound like he wanted to sit on a stool with the hat on and just croon. He wasn't trying to, you know, do too much work on stage. So he did an album. What was the name of that album? In a Mellow Mood or something like that. No, that was the Temptations in a Mellow Mood. But he did an album of standards, you know. And Barry said, "Okay, I'll let you release this one, but if it doesn't sell, you got to go back to singing R&B." He said, "Okay." And his fans weren't ready to hear him sing, you know, "When somebody loves you, it's no good unless they love you all the way." They didn't want to hear that. They wanted to hear "Pride and Joy, Pride and Joy, Baby Boy." You know, even on "Try It, Baby," he's riding the beat. The Temptations are doing all the work. You know, they were the background singers on "Try It, Baby." So, but the most he would do would be go, "Oh," that was it. You know, it felt good to him. But yeah, he basically wanted to be a crooner. But how can you be in Motown and be a crooner? And that's why I can't go live on Fanbase. Oh, there I am. See how many people I get to listen to me on fan base. I don't want to hear it either. Was I singing? I'm sorry, Barbara Jean. By the way, Barbara Jean, I'm on fan base right now live. We'll see how long this lasts. Trying to get on my computer. Yep, that's why. My fan base is not connected to my computer yet. I haven't figured out how to do it, but I can go live on my phone. We'll see how many people chomp at the bit. It's not that I can't. I don't know how yet, but I figured how to go live on my phone. So yeah, head over to fan base so I'll have at least one person. Yes, I am. I'm having a birthday party on December 20th at a place not known yet. December 20th is my birthday party. Some smaller towns. Yep, still nobody. Just me. Peanut Butter Brother 1. See, that's what I mean. It ain't connecting. Never. And then I froze up. Oh, there I am. Yep. 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 I'm back. But you're not actually live on Fanbase. Oh well. From Covington, Tennessee, that of course, Isaac Hayes, and Come Live With Me right here on Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago, taking you from the 8-track to the latest app. WRLN Radio, a Ray Neal media station, and of course, WBOE, the best of everything, owned by the professor himself, Reggie Miles. Foreplay is next. I know I'm ready. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, and I'm ready for foreplay. I don't know about you. One person was born in Fairfield, South Carolina. The other in the Bronx, New York. Yep. One was a son of a minister, and the other she played in church. They met at Harlem's White Rock Baptist Church in 1964 after recording unsuccessfully as a duo, and they decided they were going to be songwriters. So they wrote songs for Maxine Brown, Chuck Jackson, Ronnie Millsap, the Shirelles, the Guess Who, and of course, the more popular song that they wrote was for Mr. Ray Charles. That song was called Let's Go Get Stoned, which they co-wrote along with Joe Armstead. Then the hits started coming in 1966 when they joined Motown Records and started writing for Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Ain't No Mountain High Enough, You're All I Need to Get By, Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing, Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand uh, for Skinny Ross, and the list goes on. After that, they became a successful duo and even a more successful songwriting team, having wrote the anthem for Shaka Khan, I'm Every Woman. So by this time, you know who I'm talking about. The late Nicholas Ashford, along with Valerie Simpson, in tonight's foreplay on Bedtime Stories. Oh well, still nobody on fan base. Is it good? Oh well, this fan base thing ain't working, so it's time to end it. Yeah, I did click go live, but it didn't go live.
Have you received any communications from the planet These? Who? These nuts. We received. Everything's so wonderful. Just how I thought it would be. Just how I wanted it to be. Everything's so wonderful. Just how I thought it would be. How one of you bitches touched my chicken. Let me tell you ass again.
Mm-mm.
So what kind of weight are you looking for? Okay, guys, if you're looking for a great.
Yeah, I just shut it off because I'm like, ain't nobody watching me. Let me try it again. One more time. Because I have to have friends on fan base first, right? Still trying to get this nasal spray open. Oh, okay. Well, I'll work on it tomorrow when I get up at 12 o'clock. Nope. Yeah, I'll get it sorted. More tea, sir. It got cold fast. I put it on 2 minutes. Send it like a smoke signal. Send it. Crazy. Excuse me. It's not working. Directions. Okay. Hmm. Crazy. Wrapping up foreplay on Ashford and Simpson. That, of course, is crazy from the album Stay Free. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, still with you. And thank you for still being with me here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Right now, trying to go live on fan base. So far, I have 0. But anyway, I'm new to fan base, so I don't have any friends on fan base. And fan base is pretty new, so not a lot of people have discovered it yet. So still working on it. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Here's some Blue Eyed Soul from a group called Playa. That's right, Playa. Not player, but Playa. This baby come back on Bedtime Stories. Do. Uh-oh, how much Kimmel? Kimmel. Tim Allen. 2, 3. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. Not really. No, that's right. Did I eat off my shirt? Oh, that's so awful. Hmm. As I call him, the original Luther. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Here's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, just getting over a cold. It's like this cold will not leave me alone. It's been a week now, but as they say, a cold has to take its course, I guess. And I caught it in time because normally, when I get a cold, I lose my voice. So far, I haven't lost it. Knock wood. Yeah, that's wood. Okay. So I'm hoping that by Wednesday I'll be up to 100%. Right now I'm like at 75, 80%. And ladies are like, well, if you sound like that with a cold, boy, I hate to hear you when yeah. This is my real voice, guys. It's the real voice. From Luther Ingram to Luther Ingram. This is Ain't That Loving You for more reasons than one here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mhm. 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 For more reasons. Mhm. Ooh, baby. The Temprees and dedicated to the one I love on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Once again, my birthday is coming up December 20th. Don't have a place yet, just waiting for the event planners or event place to say, okay, you can have it here. So I'm still waiting. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Shout out to Norman Bolden. I'm trying to have it at room 43 and have a day party, kind of like, the Rat Pack. So everybody can be at home before dark, you know. Still waiting on you, Norman. Still waiting on you. It's Babyface, along with Kenny G. Every time I close my eyes, I go to sleep. Boo Boo Face. I don't know who that is. Phoenix. Ooh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. He has written songs for Bobby Brown, The Whispers, Pebbles, After Seven, Johnny Gill, The Deal, Karen White, The Boys, Tevin Campbell, Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan, Madonna, Janet Jackson, Faith Evans, Beyonce, Diana Ross, Sheena Easton, Michael Jackson, Tony Braxton, Michael Bolton. All right, I'm out of breath. Brandy, Mary J. Blige, Tamia, Cisco, Drew Hill, Fall Out Boy, Backstreet Boys. You get the picture. And all the songs that he wrote for people were mostly hit records. Yeah, all hit records. When asked what was one of the most difficult people that you had to work with, and he said Bobby Brown, but he would not go into detail. You know, at that time, Bobby was going through his demons, so, you know, it's hard for him to stay focused, if you know what I mean. So a lot of times they had to double up his voice and, you know, do little tuning on his voice, you know, auto tune and everything. But not on this one. This has got to be one of my favorites by him. Whip Appeal for Monique on Bedtime Stories. Woo. You got that whip appeal, baby. That's going to do it for me, Al Greer. Thank you for taking this extra 2 minutes on these fine radio stations. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. We'll talk tomorrow here on Bedtime Stories. Nighty night.